Alright, you've made it with me this far, and we finally made it to the cacao forest here at the CATIE, I don't know if it's so much research, botanical, it's more, yeah, botanical research, agriculture university in Costa Rica. They have various programs you can participate in as a student and virtual online, so that would be very interesting. Environmental programs, all kinds of stuff. Huge space here with, here we're going to have some noise of the moto. Huge space of all kinds of different varieties of everything from zapotes to bananas. Actually not pineapples I didn't see. And there's sort of just a mixed area further down that it's just a bunch of mixed rainforest stuff. But here we go. Delving into the, what I thought would be the highlight, a cacao forest I hadn't been to before, and it's something I kind of came to Costa Rica to want to see. Here's some really tall varieties that haven't been maintained at all, and then I don't know if this is deliberate, but there's just like stuff covering rocks, and I don't know, it seems like the other areas are super manicured. I'll show you the coffee in a little bit, but first cacao, because I'm not a fan of coffee, but it's clearly a commodity and a more favorite drug stimulant than theobroma cacao. Hoping to find some delicious pods to break into. They do have a disease here, Monillia, that rots the cacao and the pods on the inside, but it doesn't affect the trees apparently, only the part that you would use as a commodity. So Costa Rica used to, I think it was like in the 70s, they were starting to grow a lot of cacao, and then had lots of failure, and then I don't know, sold off a lot of land. The guy I met on the other side, Finca La Isla Permacultura, bought his land in the 80s after the collapse of the cacao industry in Costa Rica. Got it for a song, and has some beautiful space there now where he's put all kinds of different plants, so definitely go visit that when you get a chance. It's got a nice self-guided botanical adventure with all kinds of edibles and stuff. And I actually met with him and toured his place, and really, really fantastic. So anyway, a non-manicured, there's like no pathway, the varieties aren't labeled, they don't really do much with them. I would think they'd have like classes, because in Costa Rica there's 1,000 different cacao tours you can do, and maybe there's too much competition, and maybe they don't want to suck up a lot of the, I don't know, tourist dollars that would go toward other people doing cacao tours, but there really are 1,000 different ones you could do. I love this mulch. This is spectacular. And then you can get cocoa bean hulls that they take off of the beans to, or is it the actual pods maybe that are chipped up and smell amazing. You can put them in your garden. Not good for dogs, but it does repel other insects and bugs and critters and stuff because it's smelly. Well, here we are in a cacao forest that's been obviously planted because it's not native to here. Is it? Or am I thinking of mixing up coffee, Ethiopia? Lots of cacao in Africa too. I think they grow a lot more than here. But here's some more pods. And they're long past, they're like mummies. Speaking of Africa, Egyptian mummy pods of cacao, still holding out that there's going to be something delicious this way to come. And I'm not seeing it, but I am enjoying the filtered light, and I don't know, I would have thought they maintained this a little more. They claim to have the second largest collection of varieties in the world of cacao. Trinidad Tobago having the most varieties, so that is a place I will be going. This is my 84th country. A lot more Caribbean to discover. There's some bananas with nothing reachable to eat. And I think is that the end of the cacao world? New world of cacao? Looks like it. I'm not seeing any more back that way. It just fades off into trees, which those trees actually fade into here as well. And beautiful mulch. And maybe people don't tour this, but to me it's an absolute highlight, so puzzled at people a lot of the time. Tromping through. We're gonna go to the car and look at the coffee. But yeah, there's like this shack out here, like it could do all kinds of chocolate making, and I don't know, it seems like a student would just grab that up and run with it. We're gonna take the rental to the coffee, and adios cacao. That was a bit of a letdown. I'll put the seatbelt on so it's not beeping at you, but we're just going to go down these farm roads here. Alright, cacao. It's been sort of real, man. The other way is a bunch of mixed rainforest, I don't know if it's crops particularly, but here's some hibiscus along the edgeway. That's the cacao. It's just got like stuff growing up in it, and epiphytes growing up in it. Some bananas. Yeah, I had a little higher hopes coming in from this direction where the cacao, the coffee. I gotta switch my lingo here. Really beautiful bamboo forest, timber bamboo, really huge, thick actual forest. We saw the clumping bamboo in the other video, but this is the running type of bamboo. Can't go too fast in the rental car on this big gravel road. There's some kind of palms over here, varieties, I guess. It's pretty beautiful. This hibiscus fence is pretty awesome. They just put in sticks and then stuff grows on it on both sides. Here's Pejibaye, I believe is the type of palm, maybe. I didn't realize there's so many varieties of that. But we're on our way to the coffee, don't worry. Hold your horses, take a sip and calm your jets. Because clearly this stimulant is responsible for a lot of activity. So here we go, here's like rainbow eucalyptus, and then this entire collection, international coffee collection, and they're like named varieties, they're in certain categories. That one, Canaphora, Iberica, so there's that. There's an entire, like this whole like establishment thing with all the awards and the people involved, and And then there's this whole sign on the coffee collection. Blah 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 blah. There's the part in English. There's the map of the Caribbean and where they're growing mostly. Here's the plot map of the varieties that they're working with. Here's a description of throughout 70 years. These have been the generated varieties. Geisha, high quality variety that has reached extraordinary prices. Nemaya, tolerant to nematodes. F1 hybrids, highly productive, tolerant to biotic and abiotic conditions. Excellent cup quality. Oops, I'm reading here. Wild, they will be the future of coffee growing in the region. And like different types of leaves. So like clearly a stimulant of note. And oh, there's people like mountain biking through the coffee area. But yeah, it goes on for quite a while, the different varieties. We can get out and see the flowers, I guess. They smell pretty amazing, I'll say that much, the flowers. These are a little bit past their beauty. There's other ones that are in extreme bright flower right now, but here you go, coffee beans, coffee cherries. Have your morning bean water. Not my favorite. There you go, Liberica. They're like numbered, they have stone, Canophora. It like goes on forever, and this is just one small area. They have like thousands of varieties. So a real contrast to the, I don't even know what these are, I've never heard of these, to the chocolate area. I guess they're the same maybe variety, but they have different numbers. Filipinas, Uganda, Ceylon, more Uganda, and it goes, I can't even see the end of it, it just keeps going. But these are different actually. A lot of these, like coffee, this is big leaves for coffee, but those are coffee cherries. And that's a very tall, they're not, oops, trying to zoom out. That's very tall for coffee. Oh wow, it's loaded up there too. So there you have it. The grand mini tour of the cacao and the coffee areas at the CATIE, C-A-T-I-E, in Costa Rica. And this is Damon, your global gardener. Thank you for joining me here and in so many other videos in wonderful places and botanic gardens throughout the world. And I look forward to enjoying more wonders with you now and in the future. Wow, these are actually large. Like, that's my pinky. I don't know how big the beans are in there, but have a cup of bean water and a chocolate bar, maybe a mocha. It's chocolate and coffee. And be well. Enjoy the plants where you are. And make any comments and recommendations of places you'd want to see or anything at all. Talk to you soon.